Good evening. Welcome to this week's episode of the Social Sessions. So today I am going to talk to you about setting goals for social media. And this is something that an awful lot of people don't get around to. I've been there for sure. And the problem with that is you are left, with this kind of need to post on social. Hey, Harmony. Um, but without any actual purpose. Because if you're not setting goals, you are just posting without a purpose. And if you're posting without a purpose, you're kind of wasting your time. So it's really important to set goals for your social media. So what goals should you set? Well, before I dive into that, let me introduce myself. So if you are new around these parts, my name is Colette Broomhead. I'm a social media strategist and a social media manager. I started out in my own business about 3.5 years ago, having come from a 13-year corporate career working for a FTSE 30 company in various walks of marketing and customer relations. And I love social media because it is just relaxed and friendly. And that's the kind of communication that I really love. That's the kind of marketing that I really love. And I think it's really powerful. And I think there's an awful lot of business owners out there who aren't really kind of harnessing that power. So my passion is to help business owners do just that. So let's get into goals. So what goals should you be setting for your social media? Well, I'm going to talk to you about 2 different types of goals, and you can have a think about what feels right for you. There is no right and wrong here, so you can have a think about which of these might be a best fit for you. So yesterday, I actually went live over in my group, Social Media Strategies for Small Businesses. If you're not already a member, get in there. And I chatted about thinking about why you're posting. And that's kind of the same thing as goals, isn't it? And I talked about essentially the customer journey that you should be taking people on through your marketing. And that's on social media and whatever other kind of content that you're creating. It could be blogging, Harmony, podcasting. You need to be thinking about taking people on this journey. And the first step of that journey is people need to know you exist. So that is the very first thing that you should be doing. That is reason number 1 to be posting on social, is to let people know that you exist. Okay. So then the next step of that journey is that they need to like you. If someone doesn't like you, they're going to click away. They're not going to come back. So you need to form a connection with them. Now, I want to stress here, we're not about trying to get everyone to like you. We are just about trying to get your ideal clients to like you. So you need to be thinking about who they are and what kind of content you can create that is going to help you to connect with those people and them to connect with you. So we've got step 1, creating content that's going to help people know you exist. Step 2, help creating content that's going to help build a connection and help your ideal clients connect with you and want to know more. And then the third step is that people need to trust you, because if people don't trust you, they're never going to buy from you. So you need to start building credibility, building trust, and creating content that's going to do that. Now, if you want to know more about the types of content that will help you do those 3 things, then head to the group and check out yesterday's video. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll send you a link. But I talk in more detail in that video about the types of content and how you can achieve those 3 goals. But today I'm going to talk to you about some slightly different ones that might feel easier, and it's basically just giving you another option, another way to think about things. So this time I want you to ask yourselves these questions. So the first question, so I have my notes because I always forget what I'm going to say without my notes. So the first question is, who do I want to attract? So this is all kind of related. So going back to what I was saying before about you need people to know that you exist. Okay, so ask yourself the question, who am I trying to attract? Who is my ideal client? Who is the audience that I am looking for and that I want to find me? And really think about that question, because that's going to help you create your content. Because if you don't have that person in mind, your content is going to be super generic, super blah, and you don't want that. You want your content to kind of sing out to the people that you're trying to attract. So you need to know who they are. So question number one, who am I trying to attract? Ask yourself that question. And then for your goal, your social media goal is to attract this type of person, and that's immediately going to help you get more focused in your content and you know what that content should be, you know, the tone of it, the message, and all of that stuff. So then the next question you need to ask yourself is, what do I want them to know about me? So again, going back to the kind of other side that I just talked about, where we're talking about people need to know you exist, and then the next step is they need to like you. So what do you think that people need to know about you? Not just to like you, but to kind of feel that connection. What do your ideal clients, what do you want them to know about you? And that can be, you know, that can be kind of personal stuff. It can be stuff about your business. It could be stuff about your background, because you don't need to kind of share everything. And there may be stuff that, you know, that you actually are very definite that you don't want to share. But what do you want people to know about you? Have a real think about that and get clear, kind of jot some ideas down. You know, it could be something about your experience, you know, what makes you qualified. It could be something just about you that you know that your ideal clients are going to connect with, perhaps some kind of shared interest, or, you know, a shared demographic. What is it that you want them to know and that you know is going to help them to connect with you? Okay, so we've got the two questions. Who is it I'm trying to attract, and what do I want them to know about me? The third question is, what do I want them to do? Because ultimately, your marketing is a way of getting your ideal clients, moving them along this journey, and yes, ultimately buying from you, but you might want them to do other things along the way. You might want them to sign up for your freebie. You might want them to go listen to your podcast. You might want them to follow you on Facebook. You might want them to comment. You might want them to just, you know, engage in a conversation with you. Whatever it may be, get clear on that, because if you're not clear on that before you create content, they're not going to know what you want them to do, and they're not going to do it. And it's amazing how easy it is to skip that step and then to wonder why you're not getting the results that you want, because actually you've never told people that that's what you want them to do. So who is it I'm trying to attract? What do I want them to know about me? And then what do I want them to do? And if you can think through those three questions, it is so helpful in helping you to get clear about why you're posting on social and what your social media goals are going to be. And you may have like overarching goals. So, I mean, the overarching goals may be to attract more people, you know, so that they know that you exist, to build a connection with those people, with your ideal clients, and then to perhaps, you know, for them to trust you enough to sign up for your email list. So have a think about those overarching goals, and then for each piece of content, each little, you know, Facebook post or Instagram story that you are creating, have at the back of your mind, what is it? Why am I doing this? What is the point of this post? Because if there's no answer to that, then there's probably no point in posting it. There should always be a reason. Am I doing this because I want someone to share it so that it can reach other people who are my people? Am I doing this because I want to engage in a conversation with people so that we can get to know each other better? Am I doing this because I'm actually promoting something? I want people to sign up for my freebie, or I want people to know about you know, the thing that I'm selling. Be really clear about what you're trying to do. So I hope that all makes sense. Do let me know if you found that helpful. Go away and have a think about those questions, and I would love to hear what you come up with. Now, before I go, I have to tell you about my thing. So if you've been following me on Instagram, you may already know about this. If you're in my group, you may already know about this. If you're on my email list, you may already know about this. And if you're not in all of those things, get in there. But so this week I have launched a beta of my new membership. So I'm hoping to launch properly next year. But for the time being, I am looking for people, for founding members, to come and help me make this thing amazing. So it's called the Social Media Lounge. And the idea behind it is just to make social media easier for business owners. I know that the vast majority of the business owners that I talk to find content and social media to be a real challenge. You know, you've got to be creating content every day. So coming up with the ideas, finding the time, like actually knowing what to post that's going to be strategic and that's actually going to move your business forwards, rather than just being, you know, putting fluff out there that isn't really doing anything. All of that stuff. This is what the Social Media Lounge is there to help with. So as a member, you will receive every month a set of 31 content prompts. And those content prompts are designed to just give you inspiration, to give you ideas of posts that are going to help your business. So they may be posts that are going to create engagement. They may be posts that are going to spark conversation. They may be posts that are going to get shared. There'll be a mixture of all of those things within your 31 posts. And then each month we'll have a private Facebook group, and inside that Facebook group we'll have a monthly planning session where we will go through those post prompts and we will get them scheduled out. So essentially you will have your month's worth of social media scheduled out during that session, and I can't tell you how good that feels. It's your opportunity to make those posts specific to your business. So if you're not sure, you know, you can ask questions, you can brainstorm, we can kind of chat about how you can make that really kind of sing out to your ideal clients. We'll also have monthly trainings on the kind of different strategies that you can try for social media, for the different platforms, on content creation, content planning, and all of that good stuff that's going to help make your life so much easier when it comes to social. And lastly, inside that Facebook group, you will have the opportunity to ask questions, to get feedback, and just general support from me, you know, your own personal social media manager on call to help you. So if that sounds good, I'm going to pop a link in the comments where you can go sign up. I'm looking for around 25 people. I don't want it to get too big because I'm hoping to kind of keep it a smallish group so that we can really focus on, you know, what's working, getting feedback, and making it as fab as possible for when I launch in the new year. So if you're interested, let me know. Like I say, I shall pop a link in the comments where you can sign up. I'm probably closing the doors around Friday because I want to get started inside the membership next week so that we can start planning out January's content ASAP. Okay. That's it from me. Have a wonderful evening. Like I say, if there's any questions at all, give me a shout and I shall see you again next week. Take care.